I think in some ways that emphasizes like our stereotypes about certain people too, right?
In Jeffrey Allman's English class, he tackles tough topics.
And in this case, okay, there's some progress made in Monroe.
For many in his classroom, reflecting back on the COVID-19 pandemic is just as tough to discuss.
Dom, who told her?
When school started shutting down, Allman says no one knew what it would mean those first few days in March.
It was just like, okay, tomorrow, after tomorrow, we're going on an extended spring break, which obviously no idea about how long that was going to last, but it was just like, so of course there was a lot of rejoicing.
Suddenly his home was his classroom. Virtual teaching, a double-edged sword.
It felt less like filling time, and that like when you were on, you had to be really on, because that was like, you know, you had your 90 minutes or whatever it was.
Allman says the pandemic allowed for more deliberate lessons and teaching, and one-to-one technology brought equity to classrooms in ways they hadn't seen before. Chats allowing quieter students to engage more easily in discussions and assignments.
You know, when it's working really well, and when it's not working at all. Basically like, okay, I have 23 disengaged kids and 2 that are paying a lot of attention. That's not awesome either.
When his own daughter had trouble keeping up due to poor internet, Allman says he needed to consider the impact to his students' access to Wi-Fi and technology, even stable housing.
That taught me that it's just like, we can't make assumptions about people's situations or jump to conclusions about why their camera's not on or this or that. And so, man, those are lessons that I don't think that that really stuck with us, right?
5 years later, Allman says schools are right back to focusing on curriculum and achievement rather than understanding and flexibility.
Sorry, I forgot about this.
Those lessons from the pandemic put to the side, he wishes they would remain in his classroom and others in the years to come.
Those things can either really divide us, or we can be more compassionate and empathetic and understanding about those things. I can blame it on the students why they're not doing well because, you know, they won't turn their screen on, or I can maybe try to understand, it's like, well, what can I do, or what might be some of the obstacles standing in the way of that student being where I need them to be. Hopefully we're still taking some of that with us.
In Denver, Rachel Krause, 9 News.